didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. I'm in all R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Returnable from near the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete to Mims. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Christian Harris on the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Christian Harris on the stop. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. They'll run here following the penalty. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Here's Mahomes now. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and 6 coming up here. Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. His first throw is an interception. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw Mahomes. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. And he gets in, touchdown! The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown! They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hauled in left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Play action, Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Texans nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go. Texans.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's gonna push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Chiefs will start their drive in optimal field position. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to throw Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Chiefs, needing 8 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Stroud throwing here on 1st. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. It's caught, McLaughlin. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Stroud now on 3rd. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Texans cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick, right?
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Able to get it to Franklin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Stroud now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Throwing is Stroud. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Chiefs have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds Mims. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go, second down. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. But you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Hey, 43, 15.
Addison going in motion right. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Texans grab it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dell now in motion right. Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And now they face 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
A give now from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
All right.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Strong running inside the 30. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Texans ball. We'll see if they can come up with something and stave off elimination. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Into traffic, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run here from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down, Stroud. Dell with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back now, pressure on its way. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Tight end motioning right. Running for the marker on 2nd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now. Shotgun now for Stroud. Flush down out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Back to throw, Stroud. And they pick him off again! And the Chiefs get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, following his interception, he remains out there. Looks like he got banged up pretty badly on that play. They'll send someone out to look at him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
Texans 14. Harrison Butker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Finds Kincaid. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right?
From the 47. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hey, uno.
Still sticking with the passing game. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Mims with the grab. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He's gonna keep it this time. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Houston.